Hello, it's Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific, time for another simulcast episode of the EWB TV, Empowered Whole Being. That says it all, right? Who doesn't want to feel empowered? So today, I want to talk a little bit more, and I'm going to be talking about feelings a lot. Because after all, feelings are how we create what we experience in our daily lives. And I'm not talking about soup, like, how can I say this? Surface feelings. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, I want to be happy, or things like that. I'm talking about really being aware of how much fear energy might be emanating, transmitting, because after all, we are quantumly, biologically designed to be amazing transmitters and receivers of electromagnetic frequencies, aka feelings. Feelings are frequencies. So, feelings determine the outcome of any given event or situation. I came across a wonderful meme from one of the Abraham Hicks groups on Facebook. And I think when I saw this, I decided I wanted this to be sort of a central theme for today's simulcast. So let's just take a look at this. You get what you feel about what you think about. And I really want to stress this. Your thoughts don't do not determine the outcome. It's the feeling behind the thoughts that determines the outcome. I'm leaving this up here for just a little bit. Take a moment, really soak that in. Really feel the power of that statement. You get what you feel about what you think about. And this is where it becomes really important to develop energetic accountability. What are you really feeling? If your body is tight, that means you're aligned with contraction energy, which, as I've mentioned before, is spinning clockwise. They've determined that energy is not static. We never, for sure, they've determined that. And it spins either clockwise or counterclockwise. Clockwise being contraction, and in human vocabulary, we associate that with what we call the feeling bad feelings. Blame, judgment, that's a good one. Fear, anger. Anger is secondary to some fearful belief. The anger is about defending oneself over some unconscious belief, perhaps. Hi, Francis. Yay, someone's on. Francis, I want to thank you. You were the very first person that actually made a comment during the show. So, freaking A, man. Thank you. So, I won't be able to respond to the comments, but I can see them. Thank you. I mean, respond by typing on them, typing them back. So, getting back to what I was talking about, is really getting how this works. First and foremost, your quantum energy, first and foremost. Your physical body is a slightly more contracted field of energy spinning clockwise, counterclockwise in balance so that you maintain that shape and form, but that's not solid. I like to refer to the physical world, the third dimension, as the sim world, simulation, because it is. And all of these human forms and trees and animals and everything is all part of the simulation. And I like to call that the avatars. Just like in a role playing game, just like in a sim world, there's an avatar. And because we're first and foremost quantum energy, fields of energy, with consciousness, the consciousness is actually what we are in the contraction spin energy is there in the physical world to maintain some shape. But first and foremost, we're this quantum energy, this quantum consciousness. So while we are here in the sim world, we're still creating what we're experiencing. Is just we don't often realize that we're creating it by how we feel because it's often we're on autopilot and don't realize what it is we're creating. So today, I really wanted to stress, just for a couple minutes here in my simulcast, how important it is to tune in, become aware, begin taking ownership of how you feel. So, how do you know how you feel? That's a good one because today I was working with a coaching client and she shared that since we've been working together, her ability as an empath to really understand what she was feeling has exponentially increased. She had no idea how much fear energy she had been feeling unconsciously, therefore determining the outcome of her life events. Because the feelings create the events. The events do not create the feelings. It's transmission first, creation second. That's the quantum reality. So we walk around with this baseline energy of fear, sort of like Henny Penny, the sky is falling, and not even realizing it because that's our normal feeling. It isn't until we begin to explore that there is actually something else, which there is. Remember I said there's contraction, clockwise spin energy, which is all the feelings we associate with fear-based energy that feels tight and heavy because it's contracted. It does have a sense of gravity to it. And then there's the counterclockwise expansion spin energy, which is opening all those feelings that we associate with feeling good, gratitude, peace, safety, all is well. Everything is for the highest and greatest good. That's a real different place. And until one explores the contrast between the two and owns that it's theirs, we're pretty much stuck in the contraction fear energy without even realizing it. Which is why I did create, based on my research in quantum physics and mechanics and quantum biology, I created a energy transfer shifting audio file meditation. Because what is meditation really? It is the ability to shift your energy from contraction spin to expansion spin, from feeling tight and heavy and not feeling good to feeling good. That's what meditation is. So I created this audio file. It's a free download off of my website, empoweredwholebeing.com. You'll see the URL scroll across the ticker tape at the base of the screen here. Feel free to go onto the website, grab your copy of it on your smartphone. Use your earbuds, and an eye pillow or something, so you can diminish the external world interference and really immerse yourself. And you will find that you will be able to learn the difference between the contraction, heavy, fear based feeling frequencies and the expansion, counterclockwise, feeling good feeling frequencies. So if you're doing positive affirmations, and you're like I used to struggle with this because I'd be thinking, I'd be writing them all out, and I just like I went in circles with it. It was because my thoughts about what I wanted, my positive thoughts, were not aligned with expansion spin energy. So I was putting a big stop sign up every time I thought about what I wanted to see happen. Big red stop sign. I was telling the quantum field I didn't really want it because I had all that fear energy around it. So again, you get what you feel about what you think about. So yeah, thoughts become things because they're driven by the feelings behind the thoughts, whether you're conscious of those feelings or not. So if you're feeling tight and heavy in your body, and you're experiencing a lot of circumstances where you're getting caught up in traffic, or you're going to a grocery store and someone's short with you, or you have some sort of feeling or experience, I mean, that creates even more of a feeling of rejection, lack of value, feeling attacked, whatever. That's showing you what you're transmitting. The sim world, so-called outside world, the sim world, is reactive to what your feeling transmissions are. It's responding to what you're feeling. And if you're unconsciously feeling mostly contracted fear based energy, then it's going to reflect back in events and interactions that create more of that basic quantum rule. Whatever we focus upon expands. The key is being aware and conscious of upon what it is that we are transmitting and by our feelings. So again, I'm going to say this again because I want this to really sink in. You have the power to change your life with just some ownership of what it is you're feeling. That's the key to creation. You get what you feel about what you think about. I'm going to put that up one more time so you can see it, because I think it's important to soak this in. Take that in. Really, really absorb the power of this Abraham Hicks statement. Own that. Be open to the possibility that you are more than your physical self, and that you are creating your day-to-day experiences by your feeling transmissions, whether you are aware of them or not. It's still happening. It is still happening. So I stress this because if there's a lot of talk right now about an opportunity to create a new normal here in the sim world with more kindness and tolerance. If we really want that, we can collectively create that by feeling it, feeling how good that feels to have that now. Got to focus on how you feel. It's not a thought. You can't imagine it like a thought. You got to feel it. Just imagine the power. Just think about the power of a collective and unity of people feeling that goodness, feeling expansive around the thought of a world with more kindness and more tolerance and more care and more community. How awesome would that be? It's within our power. We can do that because we are creating what we experience by how we feel every nanosecond. So I'm going to leave that with you today. And again, always just reach out. If you watch this on the replay, go ahead and let me know that you did. Just write in replay or whatever. If you have any questions, feel free to go to the website. There's lots of cool information there. You're welcome. All kinds of articles you can download, different things, and previous episodes of the Empowered Whole Being TV, EWB TV, are accessible from the website as well. We're also, this simulcast is on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. So it's the Empowered Whole Being TV YouTube channel, EWB TV. And then again, if you want that audio file, the Divine Heart Coherence Meditation Technique audio file, go to the website, go to the tab Self Discovery, hover over that, it'll drop down and you'll see Divine Heart Coherence, and just click on that. There's information, there's a downloadable PDF of the instructions, which I highly recommend reading a couple times before attempting to use the audio file. It'll give you a much better experience. And then there's a place for you to register to receive the audio file. All you need to do is fill in a really quick little short request, submit it, wait a heartbeat, and you're going to be redirected right to the download for the audio file. Enjoy yourself. Let me know how you're doing, if I can be of any assistance. And until next week, have fun. I know I will.